do the whole next slide thing, right? Just tell the person.
This is like it's basically like a Zoom meeting, you know.
Yeah, honestly.
Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome to One of Each, the Dumb and Hungry podcast, where we talk about our food adventures and our favorite food groups. I'm Angelo, the Dumb and Hungry.
I'm Mychow.
And thank you for joining us. We're doing all right. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome back, Mychow.
Yeah, we're here again.
Yes, we are. It is.
It hasn't been that long, but that music is somewhat nostalgic.
It's come back.
Yeah, it's grown on me. It's definitely grown on me.
We're going to throw it out and replace it with something else, like, you know, deep trap techno or something. I don't know. So look out for that. The rebrand, refresh, 2.0 reboot or something. So
perfect. I can't wait.
But I guess that's not going to happen like right now. But that's fine. It's good enough. Mychow, have you been? Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, even IRL. I think we haven't really.
Yeah.
I think only recently in the last, couple weeks we've been able to catch up.
Yeah, because even before that was that one time we went to Booze, huh?
I think, yeah, maybe that was the last time we were able to really see each other. I mean, I think we saw each other. Yeah, that's October, right? Yeah. But I mean, we saw each other briefly in December when we helped move some things.
That's right.
Across a parking lot to building in the same complex on
the same floor.
Yeah. So there was that. I think that's fine, but yeah. I guess outside of the context of manual labor and some physical effort, this is there you go. There hasn't been much too much, but you're a very busy man, Mychow. You are in demand, right?
Am I though? Not by anyone important.
Okay. Well,
it's all work.
Well, you're helping the economy. I don't know. Right.
Yeah,
isn't that how it works?
Helping my economy.
Well, I think there's very good reasons why that's the case. And I think I guess we'll get into some of the fruits of that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, it's good to see you. But in the meantime, since we've last spoken and even, touch base, a lot's been going on, in obviously in our personal lives, but in the world around us, even now we've got some rain going on, some storms, and
what the heck, man? It's been a lot of rain this year already.
Yeah, and typical LA, we don't know what to do when it rains. Yeah. We just cry, I think, and
it's all panic.
Yeah. In the words of the venerable Pro ZD, it's raining LaCroix. It's I don't know if anyone
saw that one.
I don't know if anyone gets that, but that's basically what happens. So a lot of weather going on. In the past year, we've seen a lot of closures with restaurants, as far as that goes. There was several articles covered on that, and the list is pretty extensive. I don't have it with me, and we won't really get into that, this time, but it's just kind of crazy to see, that's the case. I think,
many,
I will touch on one, just reminds me that the Suhiro, cafe in Little Tokyo, right, had closed, and they moved, right, but they were kind of evicted. Well, yeah, they were technically evicted.
They weren't gonna move until everything went down.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, under some shady pretenses, I think, and but
actually a little bit on that. I was walking by the old place yesterday because we got lunch at a ramen spot, not Daiko, but on the inside there's like a piece of paper that's like fake news or whatever, dispensary, no such thing. Where is it? Kind of like somebody posted it in there. And I still just find it kind of shady because it could have just been because of all the blowback from all the press that they got, though whoever it was originally backed out.
Is that right?
I don't know. That's just my tinfoil hat theory. But yeah, because there's like a one pager with at least 2 paragraphs just talking about how it was all some sort of conspiracy against the landlord.
Huh. If you, I don't know, if you happen to see that still posted, be interested to see what you got for that. Take a closer look. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll see if it's still there. I didn't read the whole thing. I just saw the big bolded parts.
Right. Yeah, we're really looking for a TLDR at this point, you know. But yeah, I mean, sorry. So yeah, I mean, just to kind of bring it back, it's a lot of, you know, different changes, I think, with a lot of different restaurants, different all around. So, and on top of that, you know, I think just on top of mind, you know, and relatively recently I've read, you know, news stuff about deaths of restaurateurs, you know, chefs and stuff.
Really?
There's 2 that, you know, notably came across, and I'll, you know, share those in those notes, but it's just kind of sad to see. You know, I think one was, I don't know, actually we don't really know the cause of, you know, either of these, but they're definitely unexpected, and these were guys that were pretty young. I think one wasn't
really
too much older than, you know, we are, maybe a few years, and I mean, the other guy was, I think, in their early mid 40s. You know, it's it's kind of crazy. So so it's sad, and it, you know, kind of reminds me, just, you know, notably, right, from of Ray, right, Ramirez of Ray's Barbecue, when that kind of dropped. It's just, you know, kind of when that happens, you know, you see that and you kind of have that moment of disbelief, or you're not really sure what you're seeing, and then once you process it, or start to take it in, yeah, it's really crazy. I don't know. I didn't mean to start off on a kind of on a down note, but it seems like that's what the year is coming. But yes, hopefully we look forward to a better 2024. I mean, since we last talked too, I mean, there's always eating going on, and consumption, and indulgence, and I don't know, some degree of regret, I guess, after the fact.
Always.
But I think that's when, you know, you've done it right. When you've come to the point of like, oh man, I think I overdid it. Yeah, I think that's the right way. But there are many places that have been visited, and I think it warrants to do its own episode on it at some point. I did put together that list, but I hadn't had the time to really talk about it. So we'll do that eventually. I don't know.
Definitely.
But with that, I wanted to highlight a few things, a few places that I visited and wanted to kind of just talk about. The first is this pop-up called Bun Project, and this actually is a smash burger pop-up. No surprise, you know, because fundamental food group.
Yeah.
By a friend of mine, Jose. I think we've maybe mentioned him now and again, but he, we go on food adventures from time to time, but he put this together called Bun Project. And I think so he does this at this place called Vendome Wine and something. It's like a liquor shop, wine shop or whatever. They have all sorts of, fine beverages that they sell. So, that place, I think that the guy that he's working with or whatever, I think they had this idea to, the owner, they have tastings, or, there's a place where, people can buy drinks and stuff. And Jose, he, had this idea to, make the food, so of course, you can't go wrong with burgers and drinks and stuff, So, that was, he's been doing that. I don't know, maybe, I'm not really sure. Let's say a few months. So not too long. Yeah. And the thing is, that's all the way in Shivi in Arcadia. So it's pretty,
For you, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty far
Medicine.
distant, but
Yeah.
I made the trip out there, and I'm glad I did. I mean, it was he's kind of been experimenting on the types of ingredients, the bun that he uses, the way he's smashing and things like that. But yeah, and then to have that with at a place that I think just naturally comes together with drinks and stuff. I mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense. It makes sense. So he's just doing it on his own. And I think he already kind of knows the audience, I think, and the size that he should prepare for and things like that. And I'm sure, he'd welcome, more visitors and things to try him out. So yeah, I think he does two types of burgers. One is like more like a fried onion burger, which is typical for the smash. And then one that's more like, kind of roadside, maybe California style burger. I don't know, something like that with the lettuce and whatnot. Yeah. So that was nice to visit. So I hope to get out there again. But there's that fun project. Okay. The next one I want to mention kind of has to do. I think I talked with you. I got to hang out with Oliver, and Oliver's one of Patrick's many cousins. So and I hadn't seen Oliver in a while, and from time to time we would maybe just hit each other up just to say hi or whatever. But finally got to go out and hang out with him. He's very nice to, I mean, I met him out in his neighborhood out in Culver City, and he's nice to kind of take me around and tried a few things. We had these loaded fries out at a place called Serviteca, I think it's called. Small kind of shop, nothing too crazy, but sizable. I think he was originally thinking that or planning to order like a whole thing just for me and something for him, which I guess would have been okay. But then when he had said that he wanted to kind of visit a few other places around, I'm like, let's
oh wow, you were the one who called for moderation.
yeah, I guess. I mean, we don't hang like that regularly, right? Like you and I, probably no problem. We do that all day. But gotta watch my audience here. Gotta be respectful.
It was his suggestion.
I guess so, but he doesn't probably doesn't know how hard we can go. So maybe next time we'll just kind of push the limits just a little.
The waters,
yeah, exactly. Around there, Culver City has downtown Culver City certainly has a lot of great places, spots out there. But we went there. I think the other place I wanted to mention was Honey Kettle. Which was a favorite of Patrick, actually. They make some great fried chicken out there. And they have a really good like biscuit. And there's like a regular biscuit. They got a buttermilk biscuit, and a blueberry biscuit. It's just really soft and moist, It's not necessarily a flaky biscuit. Yeah, it's more like a fluffy biscuit. Okay. So anyway, but it is quite good. And the fried chicken, they've got a nice fry. Very crispy, and just it really holds together. I think like I had taken some for the road, and when I had brought it home, yeah, it still held well, and it was nice. It's a good chicken, so can't go wrong there.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to thank and a shout out to Oliver for that. So, and then in the Silver Lake area, in that neighborhood, there is a relatively new newcomer to that neighborhood, but from a spot that's not as new. It's this spot called Mideast Tacos, and this place is like the perfect like intersection, I think, of flavors of like Armenian and Mexican. So you have like these tacos with like asada or chicken or whatever, but they have this distinct like falafel taco. So you have these like, little pieces of falafel, these round pieces, and then they're put on in the taco, and they're garnished, and they got this sauce, very like kind of with those kind of Middle Eastern or Armenian, flavors in there. So It's a unique bite. So they had been set up. They had popped up. I think they were at Smorgasbord for a minute. They were
Really?
in Highland Park for a little while. Just set up on they're on York. That stretch over there. But the owner, his parents own this the restaurant in Glendale called Mini Kebab, which is I think in the last few years. Well, I don't want to say a few years. I mean, they've been around for a long time. I mean, it's a mom and pop shop, been around like forever. But definitely
We've been
they'll.
there?
I don't know. I don't know if we've been together, but maybe you've been. It's like a almost like it's definitely like a hole in the wall spot. Like even the seating is just there's like barely any seating. I don't even know if they do seating anymore, but there's like 2 or 3 tables, something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
But they, I think they're definitely in the conversation, of best food, best, style of food for kebabs and things like that.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, just a sweet couple that runs that. But then, yeah, their son has done his own thing with Mideast. And so now it's nice to kind of see them or see them established, with a brick and mortar. And it was popping, I gotta say it was popping. It's across from the 99-cent store on Sunset, going east into downtown. So like, that direction. Okay. So you'll find it right at the corner of Sunset and whatever that is. We're the 99-cent store. So there's your landmark, at least for us. But yeah, I mean, it would be an interesting place to try. I think it's great. I remember trying it a few times in the past, and glad I got to try it again. So yeah, it's definitely up there. It's very visible in the public eye right now, for food and stuff. So I'm sure it's going to be busy for a little bit, but be worth a trip. So. But yeah, and then one more place, just want to shout out to our friends Viv and Russ from Smokey Jones. I hope they're doing okay out there in Florida. Okay. Tell me how you really feel.
Look,
but
it's so far away.
They
if
are
they
far.
went to like Vegas, that would or somewhere in Nevada at least. At least we could visit, or regularly.
Even I don't know, Arizona or I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere closer.
Well, I guess is I know they're like in a part. They're in the part more north part, I think, which is not the part where Disney is. So I don't know if like it's still a if it's a strong motivator. Like if we planned a trip to go out to Disney World or something, you just kind of throw that in
there. Secondary part of the trip.
Yeah,
is that one. Primary is Smokey Jones.
Yeah, I think so. But Viv sent me a spot, a small chain called Smokin' Tiger Coffee and Bread. It's a coffee shop, it's like I think Korean, but they make drinks, coffee and whatnot and pastries and whatever. So I had to. I think one of the more notable things is they have this like garlic cheesy bread thing.
Okay.
Let's see if I can bring that up here. But yeah, it was nice. They have several locations, but there is one in Gardena, which is close enough to for me. So
yeah.
I'm trying to find like where the specific thing I was trying to look for, but there it is. This Korean cream cheese garlic bread. Isn't that right up our alley? I feel like that's right up our alley, right?
You had me at cream cheese.
I think it's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's nice.
Wow. Yeah. Ooh.
I will say though, unfortunately, I did not get to try that.
Sold out or?
Yeah, I think so. I think you really got to go in the morning, at least maybe at that location. I don't know, but that's been my experience. Like maybe I went in the late morning or early afternoon, and it was like there's a case, of all the food you can and all the pastries you can get, but it's all gone by then. who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the day or the timing of it. But yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's cream cheese, garlic. I mean, I think that's a pretty interesting combo, right?
Awesome.
I mean, that's I think something worth trying. So, but the drinks were good, the lattes, coffees, whatnot. But yeah, it's a mini chain. So they got several locations. So check them out wherever they are, if there's one near you, but there you go. Mychow, what's going on with you?
Since I hadn't actually thought about covering this at all, but what was it last week? Was it last week? Last weekend we went to like a stick place in Koreatown, like one of those where they have think of it like Korean barbecue, but with meat sticks, with like yakitori.
Okay.
It was in K-Town. It's called Feish.
Go ahead.
It's like Fei Xiang Gong or something like that.
Wow.
I don't know. FEI.
Okay.
XIANG.
Fei Xiang Gong?
Gong. Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like it's like a chain as well. Like a small chain.
Yeah.
But you went to one in K-Town. All right. So we're talking about kebab. Yeah, like skewer like stuff.
Yeah.
There was a place. Let me see. What did you have over? Did you have mostly skewers, or did you have like other types of food as well? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we did get like a side order of fried squid, which was good too. It was already cooked, but like this, the meat comes out raw, and then you cook it on the grill.
Do you usually pay? Yeah. Do you pay for it like as a set? Like 20 skewers or something, and then you just
it's a la carte.
So per skewer?
Per skewer, yeah, or per like one order, like for the basic skewers, like lamb was 10 skewers.
So what were the types of meats that we're talking about? You mentioned lamb. There are others?
Yeah, we got lamb, we got spicy lamb as well, we got beef, and then there was chicken hearts. They had other like organs, which was cool. We only had the chicken hearts that night. But and there was pork belly, which is always good.
And who I guess how did you decide on trying this out or going here?
One of our friends, someone named Claire, she was the one who suggested it because she's always looking for other food places. So she's always the one that finds this stuff.
Okay.
She's been once before, and she wanted to try it again, basically.
Oh, okay. And how did it turn out for you guys?
It was good. No, it was actually really good.
All right.
Yeah, and like there's that mechanism where you put where you grill them. There's like slots by the base. The skewers they had gears that you align in the slots, and then it actually moves sideways so that it cooks it.
So we take something look like this, right? Yeah. You have the yeah. I mean, you have these slots. You see the ninja star kind of thing that kind of rolls on this grate, so that it kind of holds it in place, and and
then it moves so that it rotates the skewer.
Oh, I see. So so this moves. It's a mechanical thing.
The base does, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
That's really cool. Less flipping needed.
How long do you think it takes to cook something like that? Or how,
It wasn't too long, like for skewers, because it's adjustable flame, right? And so it does depend on that, but it was fine. It cooked less than 10 minutes for one, for like a set.
Yeah. I think the place I'm thinking about, let me see if I can bring it up here. Yeah, Feng Mao was the one I was remembering. There was a spot that was there are a couple of locations. There's one I remember that was on Olympic, that's near Patrick. And it's basically that idea. It's these the skewers with the lamb and the other meats that rotate on the fire thing. So it's not totally uncommon. They're out there. And nice. They look delicious. So I'm glad there's another option to try. So good, pretty awesome. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you think good you tried or Food, non-food? I don't know.
I mean, recently there's also like we went yesterday, but we've had it once before. It was a Hachioji ramen. Um, it's not too far from Daikokuya, but honestly, I like it more. Well, it's not like traditional ramen, I guess, because it has one that's like garlic sesame, which I really liked. I've been there once, but that was about it. But I like it. I prefer that ramen over Daikokuya's ramen.
Interesting. Okay. What's that place again?
Hachioji.
Okay.
Yeah. Also along that block where Suihiro was and Daikokuya is. Yeah. Right next to Fugetsudo.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll make sure to include that. People check it out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice. Speaking of food, we want to.
I mean, do we speak of anything else?
Of course. Well, again, thanks to everyone, and thanks to really our listeners, right? Our few and only fans.
Yeah.
For joining us. We talk about these food adventures and local spots and food pop-ups and whatever and everything in between with good food and good people. We're gonna take a little break and then we'll be right back. Craving a root beer with sass? Barks, the one with the bite, has been crushing thirst since 1898. Bold flavor, a touch of caffeine, perfect for kicking off your day or chilling after. Burgers, fries, pie, Barks pairs perfectly. Summer barbecues, cozy winter nights, Barks is down for anything. Stock your fridge with a taste bud party. Use code DUMB at checkout for 0% off your next order and insert affiliate link here. Barks, hey, it's the one with the bite. All right, and we're back. Hope you didn't miss us too much. Moving on.
With the
bite. That's right, the one with the bite.
You always shout out to our sponsors.
Yeah. Never forget. Today, we wanted to talk. Actually, I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to talk about. Actually, I didn't want to talk. So actually, I'm gonna hand it over to.
God, what if this is a terrible idea?
To Mychow. He's gonna tell what it's all about. So yeah, tell us why we are here today, Mychow.
Yeah, today is gonna be more about my adventures recently because it was kind of a big one. Part of the reason we haven't done this. Sure, that's part of the reason we haven't done this in a while.
It's definitely a reason. Yeah. No, it's definitely a good reason, to step away from this. It's like, so.
Yeah, it was great. I went to Japan for a couple of weeks.
Amazing. Nihongo.
Yes, that is correct. Been a while. I was there in 2018 last. So it's a lot. Maybe not a lot, but there have been some changes that I don't remember, so it was nice.
So how you were there a couple weeks and
it was 2 weeks. We did what was it? We did a couple we had set aside a couple travel days where we stayed an extra night in Tokyo. But the plan was to go to a ryokan in Gunma Prefecture. And then there was a couple days in Kyoto, or maybe I think it was 4 days in Kyoto. 3 full days in Kyoto, and then 9 days Tokyo.
Amazing. So you saved Tokyo for like kind of that later part, or most of your.
Yeah, because like if we're gonna buy a bunch of stuff, it's easier to get all the traveling like out of the way, because Gunma Prefecture was like a 3-hour bus ride away. We don't want to take too much stuff if we have a bunch of anime crap or whatever that we bought.
Yeah.
Kyoto, obviously half the country away, then half the country back to get back to Tokyo. So travel light, right?
Interesting.
Until that's why on the last week is when we did our heavier shopping days.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And who was traveling with you?
It was actually a sizable group. At first, it was me, Oli Salem, and then Ariel. If you remember, I don't know if you knew him from Marshall.
I know of him.
Okay, yeah. So Ariel as well.
That's good.
And who else we got? We had Oli's brother Oliver. his friend Nina.
Okay.
And then later on, like in our week stay in Tokyo, one of Ollie's friends met up with us in Tokyo after. Like she's from NorCal, but she met us in Japan.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a sizable group. I mean, how do you manage, with traveling with people that size? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Ollie did most of the planning.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. And I was like, I'll do whatever. And then, interestingly enough, she also met up with a couple friends that lived in Japan. So,
Okay.
she was busy.
Well, I remember you had mentioned that Oli actually had visited there not too long ago.
Yeah, just last January, actually.
Yeah. So back again. Just can't stay away. And when was the last time? Yeah, not a bad thing, But you got to remind me. I know you visited as well. And when was the last time you had visited there?
That was 2018. February 2018.
Okay.
So almost exactly 6 years later.
Wow.
Or prior, I suppose.
Well, I'm sure. I don't know. There's probably a lot that's changed, but maybe a lot that's the same. But familiar things, but new adventures as well, especially with a new group. Different personalities, and things like that. So, just before we get into more of it, I mean, just how did you find yourself traveling or like moving around, across the different areas, you'd been at?
Oh, it was all just walking or trains or buses, all public transport or walking.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't do any Ubers or no taxis. No, didn't rent a car.
Yeah.
But we did do like from Japan or from Tokyo to Kyoto. We did the bullet train because otherwise it would take way too. Like that was a 3-hour ride.
No kidding. Okay.
Yeah, going around 200 miles an hour. So
that was
cool.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So do you? Let's get into it. I know you have a lot of things to share, and you've shared a lot of like pictures, that you'd like to kind of share as well. So to our listeners, we'd encourage you to check us out on when this is up on the YouTube, so you kind of see everything in its pixelated.
Yeah, it's all a mess. Honestly, these are pictures mostly taken off of the Galaxy S8. So, nope, sorry, S10. So it's a 5-year-old phone at this point.
Not too bad. Gets the job done. Is that your phone? Was that your phone? Mm-hmm. I mean, that was a phone you had used. That would just work in Japan or something. I don't know. I don't even know now.
No, because Verizon sucks. Some places have better plans, like T-Mobile, I think is pretty good to travel with.
Yeah.
But with Verizon, it's like $10 a day if you want to use not even your plan. It would just be a worse version of your plan.
Yes, I think I had done something similar when I traveled last year. So, it was a hefty, but I wanted the convenience of keeping the number and all that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fair. But what we did, because in the airport we landed at in Narita, they have like a couple kiosks that offer like a pocket Wi-Fi device kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So you could use these. That's how we were using our phones. So you could use MMS texting or video calls or whatever what you have you.
Okay. You thought it worked out okay? It was reliable enough? Okay.
It was it had like a 13-14 hour battery life, so it was good most days, but just in case, we also had battery packs if you needed to charge it.
Oh, cool.
So it was fine. It lasted more than enough for what we needed.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And we got like a bunch of different ones so we could split off if need be.
Nice. Did you mostly stay together, or did you guys do things on your own?
At first, it was mostly staying together because aside from Oli and I, no one has been to Japan before, and a couple people have never been out of the country before.
Wow!
So
first time international. That's that's very exciting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure.
But there's also a lot to to prepare and consider. Especially for international travel, and I don't know. Just
they were very nervous. Those two, but So at first it was a lot of staying together, which was a little rough because doing a bunch of things that not everybody wanted to do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot more compromise. As the trip went on, though, we were just like, fuck it, you do you, we'll go this way. It became a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, good. Yeah, kind of ease into it and then adjust. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you're just there really to enjoy, right, and have fun, hopefully. So yeah, and everyone survived, so that's good.
Yeah, nobody got lost for a long time. But some stations, like I was wandering around for so long in some stations, my God, specifically the Shinjuku station.
You're wandering around just because you're taking it all in, or just...
No, we were looking for something specific.
Oh, you really?
We just could not find it. Yeah, we were lost.
Just straight up lost. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, sorry, let's get into it. You shared me pictures, so I'm going to put them up here, and you're just going to kind of talk us through what we're looking at. And we'll see how well it works. It would have been nice if you could control this, but oh well.
Yeah. So I got to do this in person.
Did the doggo want to partake as well? Yeah, it looks like it's just like shooing him away. He's like, get out of here. What'd you do with Machi?
Throw her in the bed.
Oh.
Just just she barks at anything that walks around in the hallway if they're too
Who's
loud.
walking? What is walking out there? There's like, it's you and only. I mean,
no, the outside hallway.
Oh,
like yeah.
She can hear footsteps and stuff, or okay.
Not always. Like some people are just louder than others.
Okay.
So she does get a little.
She just wants the attention, I imagine.
No, she wants to protect the apartment.
Oh, protect. Yeah. You know, what is that? There's like that meme or something. Whatever. Okay.
We protect.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's switch this up here. And get you on the Nihongo train here. So
don't make me relive this. I'm so sad to be back in LA.
So what are we looking at?
This is the airport, actually. Like there are a bunch of displays because I assume this was because of the 2020 Olympics that got delayed. But this airport had so many like displays for specifically Mario about Welcome to Japan. They had a Mario, like a big ass life-size Mario that had a carry-on luggage kind of thing with Toad as well. Like this is just coming off the plane headed to customs.
Which airport is this?
This is Narita.
Okay.
The one further from Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was just going down the escalator, coming off the plane to get to baggage claim, actually.
Okay.
So that you just see this. There's like four. We go down 4 floors, so this is in between every floor.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I can.
That's really cool.
I mean, it's not shown here in the picture because it's kind of cropped in a certain way, but yeah, I can see like as you go down the stairs, there is another set with more of the characters. These are Mario characters in this case. You got Rosalina, right? And Daisy. And
how do you know?
The Koopa Troopas and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a mild Mario consumer or something. I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough, I guess.
I don't know. Then you have the little, blob thing, the dot. Star.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a star. I don't know. Don't look at me. I haven't played this game.
Yeah.
Rosalina's game.
Well, the other one here now we have this. Yeah.
So this was our first night. It was the hotel, actually. Our first night, this was at Mitsui Garden Hotels.
Yes.
Or Mitsui Gardens, I guess, hotel.
So this is where you stayed. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, Oli and I shared this room. It was a Pom Pom Purin themed room.
Yeah.
Sanrio character. For those that don't know, he's the little doggo that loves his mother's pudding most of all.
Yes. I'm also somewhat familiar with Sanrio. Whatever. So
yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't have known if Oli didn't tell me all that.
Okay.
But yeah, so it has a collab. That little pouch thing over there is some free merch. Is some merch they give you for staying in the collab room. Okay. It has like Pom Pom Purin socks.
Yeah.
A hand towel, a tumbler, some stickers, and a pin. I think. Nice. And everyone who stays in this room gets that Pom Pom Purin as a bellboy as a plush.
Is it is it free? You could take that home or?
Yeah, I mean, you pay for it's part of the price of the room, I guess.
No, I mean, you can't. It's like I can't take the table or the lamp or something, right? But
yeah,
like some of these things that you're saying, like
everything in that pouch and the plush you can take. The convenient thing too, I didn't know this, but like every hotel we stayed at offered you pajamas. It was great. It was so
that's
convenient.
what we see here, right? These gray,
like
sets here.
They're just one size fits all kind of pajamas, but I don't care. If I knew that, it would have saved me some room in my packing.
Yeah. But then you'd have to add it on when you take it back. Or you can take it back. I don't know.
No,
you take that?
You'd leave that.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how do I know what to take or not? It's on
in a pouch.
It's on the bed. Like, so you're saying everything in the plastic wrap you take.
Yeah.
You get people walking off with like the pillows and whatever. I don't know.
I mean, some people might, I'm sure, but
okay.
What am I going to do with the pillow? Why are you going to take pillows from a hotel?
So remind me again. I should take a look. Remind me what this is. I don't even know what area this was.
This is in Tokyo.
This is Tokyo.
Ginza. Yeah.
This is Tokyo already. Okay, so you flew into Narita, but then you started off in staying in Tokyo.
Yeah, we did one night in Tokyo because we landed and it was like 4:00 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So there was no way to get to the ryokan, which was where we're going the next day. So we did one night in Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah, Oli really picked this one because she really wanted. She's
it looks great.
Favorite.
Yeah, no, it's
character. So
very. It's got that kawaii factor, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Okay, let's take a look what else we got here.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking my language here.
Yeah, food. That's what we're here for. This is actually one of the breakfast offerings at that hotel.
Nice. This is breakfast. You said breakfast.
Yes. Yeah, we went to the cafeteria or whatever you want to call it, the restaurant at they start at 7, and it's till I think 10. Yeah, so they have two options. You either have like a bigger set of 9 smaller dishes, or the random sushis. And I won't say random. This set of sushi, which I was definitely gonna do it because I don't know. I like sushi.
Is sushi during breakfast different than sushi at other times of the day?
I don't.
What am I looking at here? What kind of sushi?
I honestly don't know what.
You just see it whatever in front of you, and then you just
it didn't list it.
No,
okay?
to be fair, yes, I would probably just do the same. You just take whatever's in front of you, and just it tastes good, and you just enjoy it.
It's great. I've never seen green or I guess not salmon, green fish eggs before. That's what that is. I don't know what fish that's from. Aside from that too, though, they also had a bar kind of thing for cereal, teas, pancakes, eggs, like an omelet bar.
Yeah.
And I think there was something else that they could cook for you as well, not just pancakes. I think it was fish. To grill a fish if you wanted, but I'm not sure on that one.
Okay.
Because it was not in English and I was too shy to ask.
Right.
This was our first. This was right after the day after we landed. I'm like, I don't know how to talk to people.
Right. They're like silly Americans. I know
about. Basically.
All right. We got one more from this set.
That. Because we were on our way to Gunma, which is a ryokan, it's a 3-hour bus ride from Tokyo.
Yeah.
So we went to a rest stop, and these are one of my favorite things. This is one of the biggest things I remember from the first time I went to Japan. Because it's also winter, I guess. They have hot soup in vending machines.
That's cool.
This specifically is corn soup.
Yes.
It's so good. One of my favorite things.
So, how is it heated up? How is it made warm?
I don't know. It's
what do you mean?
It's I guess it's because these vending machines have both hot and cold stuff. So I guess it's just a hot box that's in a specific section of the vending machine. That's a hot box because it's already hot when it comes out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They really are living in the future.
I know. I wish we had this here. I would get it a lot more often. And this was like 120 yen at most.
Yeah.
at $150 for the most expensive vending machines, which is basically $1
Okay.
with the current
$1.
exchange rate.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
bad. Not bad.
Yeah. Great.
And what kind of taste of corn are we talking about? Is it like a sweet corn? Are we talking about something more savory? I don't know. Like what?
No, it's like a sweet corn soup.
Interesting.
It was great.
Fascinating.
I got a lot of those while I was there.
Yeah.
Especially because it was so cold. Like, it was really cold. It was the dead ass winter. And I always wanted, I didn't have gloves or anything, so I used those as hand warmers.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's utility. It's got both. It's got utility as a hand warmer and utility as a tummy warmer.
That's great. So are you the one who would mostly partake of that, or like the others kind of dig that as well? I mean,
oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't not just the corn soup. There's like a red bean soup that's good. They have hot. They have milk teas that are also hot in the vending machines. People take it. At least our group was taking advantage of it because it's cold.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
So that was sets. Yeah, just like general stuff like arriving and the hotel
and
the
first 2 days. Yeah, the first day and a half.
And those kinds of things are not uncommon. I mean, I'm talking about like the corn soup and those types. Oh yeah, those kind of machines are what seems to be kind of novel to us here in the States is commonplace. It's like, what other kinds of things do they have? Let's say in that machine. What could you
other hot things? Would be like a couple. They have milk teas. They have some lemonades, like I guess more like a ginger lemonade thing if you have a sore throat.
Mm-hmm.
They also have like for the cold stuff. They have so much different water, sodas. What else? Juices, cold milk teas, just straight up milk, yogurt drinks.
Oh wow.
Some vending machines. Well, you don't see these too often, but there were cigarette vending machines that we saw. Mm-hmm. Very few, and then there's alcohol vending machines as well.
Huh. That's so with the alcohol, just curious, like, is that something you can carry in the open and like partake?
I don't know about
in public.
So I don't know the rules, but I think you can.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll have to,
because like there were nights where we saw people just drinking on the street. So I'm pretty sure it's fine in Japan. So
if our viewers or listeners know any of the questions or answers, have answers to any of the questions that we have, please email us at hi@dumbandhungry.com so we can figure out what's going on, because we need to know.
Screw the rules. I don't know them.
Okay. Let's move on. It looks like we have the second set here, and so we'll start off with this. So tell us like what this set of picks are from, and like what we're starting off with.
So this was the ryokan that we went to. So which is like hot springs.
Hot spring. Okay.
Yeah. So before we checked in, because we got there a little early, maybe like an hour or two before we could check in.
Yeah.
They have a restaurant attached to it, and that's what this is. It's got udon there, but then also that egg is a soft boiled, or maybe it's a poached egg that they supposedly cook in the hot spring water.
Interesting.
Maybe not in the actual hot springs that we use, but another source of the hot spring. Yeah.
Okay. And what is the name of the area that this is in? Like
this Gunma.
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 Okay.
Gunma Prefecture at the Sekizenkan ryokan.
Right. Is that the name of the place?
Yeah, Sekizenkan.
Okay.
Of the establishment, yeah.
The establishment, yes. Okay.
Yeah. And they have like that sandwich, basically like a shrimp po' boy, honestly.
Ah, very good. Very good.
It's great though. Like the mayo or whatever dressing that is good.
And remind me the beverage there?
That's milk.
Great.
It's just straight up milk, which is supposedly different in Japan.
Okay.
Which it kind of is. Like it has a completely different taste. Because it's not pasteurized, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
That's really just an American thing, honestly.
Yeah, of course. That's fine. And so what do we have here?
This would be part of our hotel room. I just wanted to highlight this kotatsu because Oli's been wanting one forever. It's basically a table, blanket, then a heater affixed under the table. So it's like a heated table under there.
Oh
Very nice for
yes,
cold days.
yes. I don't remember. I remember seeing some, just like maybe a couple videos randomly on TikTok. They buy a table that functions like this, right? It's like a short height
Mhm.
table
Yeah.
that has a heating element or something. So you
Under, yeah.
so you sit
Yeah.
under the table.
To be fair, I was always saying no to getting one because it's LA. It never gets that cold. But it
Right.
was so comfy
Yeah.
under there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to have like, see, those are blankets or something.
Yeah, basically a comforter. And it was just so comfy. We fell
Mm.
asleep. We took a nap just sitting on those little those chair things.
Yeah.
Um,
That's pretty good. So is that where you would eat?
no, well, I
No.
guess we could, but it's more like because there's an actual restaurant,
Okay.
another restaurant that they had.
So you just sit here
Um,
for what? To chill, or I mean,
just
I
to
don't
hang
know.
out. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like if everyone else was coming over, there's a table to do stuff with,
Okay.
and it's comfy. But
Nice.
before we get to the next one, I do need to mention this ryokan has like 3 levels of service, I guess, because Ariel and Salem they did the cheapest option, so they got the oldest building, um, which was funny because they got a lot less services than we did. Because for
Well,
us, we got the
mm-hmm.
second option,
Mm-hmm.
which was an extra about $100 more. Uh, when we were checking in, we got cake and tea served to us. They took
Icky.
our yeah, they took our luggage to our rooms. We had a bathroom in our room.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I mean,
and
bathrooms are important, right? I mean, that's a
yeah,
pretty important thing to have. Yeah.
yeah, and our meals were completely different.
Okay.
That's that another big one because like what is it called? Salem and Ariel in their room they had a separate bathroom, like a shared bathroom. They had to
Okay.
go to
Okay.
like a
Yeah.
dorm,
Yeah,
so it's not
sure.
too bad.
So you have
But
different
it's just big
tiers
difference.
of like, these levels of service and amenities and stuff.
Apparently, and there's a third tier that we
Uh-huh.
didn't think of, but we didn't do. But
Uh-huh.
next time we go, I want to
Okay.
because I'm curious how big the difference would be.
You're not sure what what they throw in there, what's included?
Yeah, I don't know because none of us knew that it was going to be such a big difference just by between
With your
Salem's.
tiers, yeah, right,
Yeah,
right. So how much
exactly.
more if you just, yeah, okay. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm so curious because like our meal, we had a kaiseki,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically like a multi-course meal kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
But with Ariel and Salem, they had to do it was more like a cafeteria style
Got
for
it.
them.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
So I'm just so curious how big the difference is for the next one, which is only about $50 more.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's for the next trip, right? So,
oh yeah, I need to know. I'm so curious. So curious.
well, if anyone has tried the top tier at what is the place called?
Seki Zenkan.
At that place, please let us know. Email us at hi@dumbandhungry.com. Okay, let's get this next one going. What do we have? Yeah. Wow, that's quite a scene. I mean,
Yeah, that was just the next day. Like that, we were walking around. Um, just it was snowing.
this
Like
is
the night before.
this is February, right?
Yeah,
When you were there,
like
so
third. No, it would be that's the Sunday. So the 4th, I think that was.
yeah,
Yeah, so early February.
very
Um,
cool.
yeah, it was because when we came up, it wasn't snowing. It was sunny.
Yeah.
It was cold, and it
Mm-hmm.
looked like it snowed a few days prior
Mm-hmm.
because there was
Mm-hmm.
still like a bit of patches up on the ground. But then here,
So
straight up
yeah,
flurry blizzard.
weather-wise, what are we looking at? I don't know, temperature-wise, what is that looking like?
Honestly, I don't know. It was
Cold.
like -2 maybe of Celsius because my phone automatically switches to Celsius. So it's like I don't know.
Okay.
Plus wind chill because it was windy too.
So this is looking outside from.
Yeah. No,
Uh-huh.
this was we were already walking around
Oh,
because
okay.
yeah, just for the day because we had to check out by 11 or whatever, and we had a couple hours to kill before the bus came to take us back.
Got it. Man. Similar view here. I mean,
Yeah, this is like right in front of the hotel.
I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, like this is
It's
stuff that
crazy.
you'd see, I don't know, on a magazine
Not
or
in LA.
something, or like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Um,
crazy. A lot of people's first time. Well, it was my first time like in actual snowfall.
So I am curious for, being from LA, and we're basically unprepared for any inclement weather, honestly.
Yeah,
So
rain scares us.
how do you dress? How did you dress?
I was unprepared
Really?
because I was originally going to buy a jacket there, but we didn't
Yeah.
have time. So I just had like a windbreaker and pants.
Oh man. I guess we'll
It was
see.
fine.
I guess we'll take a preview of how well you were
Yeah.
prepared, but
It
I
wasn't
mean,
so bad here, I guess,
mhm,
because with the sun out and it wasn't as windy.
mhm.
Because later in the night, it got way colder.
Oh
When we
man.
were back in Tokyo, it was way windier. It was bad.
Now, was this the type of weather that you would come across throughout your stay, or is it just like really, localized to this area where you
No, not
were?
just that area. It was also in Tokyo. Like not this bad though, but it was
Okay.
like that just that day, the day after. So which we were excited for. We wanted to hit snow.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, I was supposed to buy a jacket before this, and I did not.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's
Did
okay.
you
There's snowballs at people. It was
did it
worth it.
prompt you to get something after the fact, or like while you were there, or you just dealt with it? I mean, you
Yeah,
just
yeah. I did buy a jacket after when I was there.
okay.
Was able to find one that's very sorted out online.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's a nice view. I mean, yeah, super
Yeah.
cold. I'd probably die. No, I get it. Totally.
Yeah, I
Totally.
almost did. It was actually pretty funny. A couple of people fell. Because in the Japanese news at some point they were telling, I didn't understand a word of it, but there were pictures. One of the things was like had a penguin,
Yeah.
and it's showing them just doing short steps. So that was like one of the recommendations to just take
Okay.
really short steps.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
That's definitely a way to be ready there.
Yeah,
Nice. Let's take a look. What do we have? Oh man.
should
Do
be
we
the
have
food pictures.
yeah, we have more food. Not there.
Yeah,
But
that's a map.
this was the area where you were
Yes.
where you're staying. Which again in the Gunma prefecture.
Prefecture.
Man,
Yeah.
just kind of interesting. It's kind of fun to say that in the prefecture.
Yeah, it's not county or
Yeah. And that's,
provinces.
you take a look at how, the distance of where it was from Tokyo. Remind me how
Yeah.
you travel there. It's a train or I forget.
We took a bus. It was like
It's a bus.
basically like a Greyhound, I guess, if you will, like our equivalent.
Interesting.
But it was nice, very
Okay.
friendly bus driver. We had a rest stop that we went to as well.
Okay.
Man, there's going to be a story on the way back too.
Okay.
It was bad.
All right.
It
Well,
was bad.
let's share about this first.
Yeah. So this is actually the night before.
Mhm.
The reason it's out of order is because I forgot my phone in our other friend's room, in Salem's room, when we went to dinner. So I took this off Oli's phone and sent it to
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a Wagyu roast beef thing. It was delicious.
Wagyu.
It was my favorite thing from
roast
the
beef.
kaiseki.
Wow, Wagyu. I mean, that's the stuff you dream about, right? Like that's the stuff you people keep telling me, oh, it's Wagyu. It's like the fancy meat from Japan or whatever, Now, in this case, I don't know. I wish we could get more into details of it. I don't know how much, the level of quality of the Wagyu was that
it was
shared.
meat butter.
Okay.
That's all you need to know.
That basically sums it up. Is this to the extent where they actually show you you could request, right? Like, to show the proof of its authenticity. I don't know if you know that, like you can ask, the certificate of whatever, of like where it comes from and like, where they source it from. I think so.
I know in their like paper, in their pamphlets or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on the menu too. It said that it's from Gunma Prefecture, so it's their local house.
All right. I mean, shoot. I mean, I don't know. It could be a scam. They just say it's, it's for the Americans. I mean, they'll just believe it.
What do I know?
But I can see the menu maybe or whatever literature is in Japanese. So perhaps it is a little more authentic. So, but I mean, so this alone, you have this plate. Is that enough to fill you up?
No, of course not.
Oh,
this was a 9-course meal. So
was it really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As it went, Yes, it did. It was
Yes.
enough. Definitely.
Got it. Okay. So, okay. Now I got the context. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
But
Really
would you
sick.
say this was a highlight of those courses?
Yes.
Okay.
That's part of the reason. That's one of the only pictures that I have of that. Because that was definitely one of the best things.
It's definitely the one that told you, "Hey, Oli, give me that phone," and then you just take a picture, and then
Yeah, basically.
it's amazing. Looks like we have another dish here. Is this from the same?
This is from the same meal,
Okay.
that same kaiseki. It's something, I don't remember what they did with the oyster, but it's a mousse that they did with the oyster. And then on the right, looks like it's a seared fish
Yes.
of some kind.
Yes, definitely fish.
Is it yellowtail? No, I think it was mackerel. I don't remember.
Okay.
But the reason this picture is here is because on that like little fruit thing, that little pink section, it's like a sliver of whale meat.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What part of the whale?
Supposedly. I don't know. Oh, a tiny speck of said whale.
Okay. And so how do you eat that? Do you eat that on its own? Do you eat because it's on the slice of that fruit, right?
Yeah.
So
you eat it on its own.
Okay. Do you eat it with the fruit or
you can like spritz the fruit on it, but
okay. It's like a citrus fruit. What we're talking about? Okay.
Kind of like a bigger calamansi, honestly.
Okay. So is that whale more of, is it a meat thing or is it like a fat thing?
It's a meat thing because it was pretty rubbery.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Oh.
I mean, it was okay. I didn't like it, but yeah, it wasn't bad, I suppose.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's just there because it's whale meat.
It's just notably whale. Is that even legal? I don't even know. What's legal?
It probably is.
Okay.
They wouldn't serve it otherwise, right?
I don't know, Great. And so could you give me an idea?
Because we saw it on the menu that it was coming.
Yeah.
Right. We were so excited for whale meat. We didn't realize it would just be like maybe
just a small
inch.
Yeah. Right. From an animal that is completely humongous, you get this small part of it. It seems like that's a scam.
I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
I'm sure they can't serve too much of it.
Could you give me an idea of the price of the meal?
No idea. It was part of the room.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Yeah.
It's included. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Nice.
It was $200 per person for one night.
Right. So. For that, in that tier. So that's what you get for that tier.
Whale meat. It's important.
Good to know. Looks like we've got one other one here, and I think this is what I was alluding to how you fared.
Yeah. Notably, I forgot to mention, I guess this ryokan is actually one of the inspirations for the ryokan in Spirited Away.
Is that right? That's
so this bridge is one of them, but also they have one of the baths. They have 3 different baths in this place.
Yeah.
One of them is the one that they used for inspiration for Spirited Away.
Wow. That's great. And there you are, just
cowering in the cold. Yes.
You just like bad. Crouch down, hood, head
in hands.
Right,
yeah, I was a fool.
Just like bracing himself for winter.
Yeah, just kill me now. But I will say it wasn't too bad here yet. I didn't know how much worse it would be.
Is that right?
Yeah, when the sun went down, it was over. Because part of it, I didn't really take into pictures of this, but so we were on the way back to Tokyo. We were supposed to head back, right, that day.
Yeah.
Normally, it was like a 3-hour bus ride to get there. On the way back, because there were so many road closures into Tokyo, they basically closed all the highways.
Wow.
We had to take side streets or whatever. It took like 8.5 hours to get back to Tokyo.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it was real bad.
I'm sorry. What's the typical travel time?
I think it's like 3, because that's how long it took us to get there. So
I feel like that's like a Vegas trip gone wrong, right? It's like
I should have taken a flight back so I can go to work.
So you can take a flight back so you can get halfway and then take a rental car the rest of the way.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yes.
If you know, you know. Okay. But 8 hours. So did that really throw off any of the rest of the plans that you had for?
Luckily, no, because we did have a day in between because the next day we were going to Kyoto.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing we put an extra day in between just of nothing planned.
Right.
Because we were going to explore the city, right? But that was the real plan. Just wander around Tokyo in the Ginza area because that's where the bus would take us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But by the time we got back, it was like 11 p.m.
Wow.
So,
okay. Yeah. A long day. I mean,
yeah, just on a bus.
Yeah.
What
kind of bus are we talking about? Like, is it like a Greyhound style bus or is it like
It's a little nicer, like the softer seats.
Okay.
They have a toilet in the back, which is very convenient. Was very convenient for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was okay, I guess. Not something I want to be in for 8 hours, but hey, it's a story.
It makes for a good story.
Yeah, I finished my book because I brought a book to read. I didn't really fall asleep on the plane, honestly. I guess I can't sleep on planes. I don't know.
Got it.
Read it on the plane, read it on the bus, finished it then.
That's great.
So it's like, yeah. But no, I'm supposed to read it on the way back too, on the plane back.
Oh, so now you got no material to use. I mean,
basically. Yeah. But whatever. It was nice though. Like we did 3 rest stops, I think. The guy was asking me questions in the bus driver was asking me questions in Japanese when we were at the last rest stop, and I wasn't entirely sure what he was saying at the time, but I'm pretty sure he was telling us that it was the last rest stop for who knows how long. And asked us if it's okay. So because I didn't get off the bus at that last one because I was like, whatever. So he wanted to make sure everyone knew that no more stops.
Okay.
And I didn't get it and was like, okay.
Hopefully that didn't,
he was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he was whatever about it.
Okay. And so remind me how long you stayed at that place.
The ryokan?
Uh-huh.
It was just the one night.
Just the one night. Okay.
Yeah. We wanted to see what ryokans were about. And it was nice. I would go back. It was very relaxing.
Yeah.
The hot springs were great. I've never been in a hot spring before, so that was really cool.
I mean, that's like an outdoor thing?
They have an indoor like they have one, like a bath that's all indoors. That's like the one in Spirited Away where it's just a bunch of smaller pools or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they had the second one where if you actually wanted to clean yourself, where they had like shampoo and stuff, that one was the main one. And they have like an indoor-outdoor section, which is cool.
Okay.
Then they had another bath that was under renovation, so we didn't know what that one was.
Huh. Okay. Maybe that's for the third tier.
Yeah. No. It's close to everybody.
Okay.
Actual under renovation.
I mean, that's what you think, but okay.
True. This is true. Yeah. we didn't pay enough. But it was interesting because I've never been in a public bath before. I'm just glad it was pretty empty because it's the whole being naked with other people around thing.
Right.
Not something I have ever done before in my life until then.
Well, we need to go to like Wii Spa or something.
No. You don't go to Wii Spa anymore. I heard they went downhill since Conan.
Oh, I thought it would just bring it up. I thought it would just skyrocket.
No, it got too mainstream.
Too mainstream. Okay. All right.
That's what I heard.
Okay. Well, glad you enjoyed there and that you did not freeze and that the bus didn't break down. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, that's great.
That's pretty good.
There were a couple of close calls actually on that bus. But I don't know. I think I slept through one of them at least.
Okay. All right. Good. So from
Tokyo, it was 11 p.m. ish. So we had to go straight to the next hotel.
Oh,
that walk was killer. I was shivering like crazy.
You walked from one hotel to the other.
Well, no, from the Tokyo station. That's where the bus dropped us off.
Okay.
And then our hotel was maybe about a 20-minute walk, 15-minute walk from the station.
Okay.
Which wouldn't have been bad if it wasn't for the weather.
Yeah. You said it got like super cold.
Yeah, because the snow was piling up.
Yeah.
So dragging the luggages was a little rough and it was windy.
Okay.
But
so how did the rest of the other guys fare with that?
I think other people did okay. Like other people had thicker clothes, more layers, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it was fine. Yeah, thicker jackets. I was the only one with just a thinner jacket. I don't know how Ariel and Salem fared because they were at a different hotel from us that night.
Okay.
I don't know. We walked a different direction.
Wait, you guys stayed at different hotels?
Yeah.
Because of different tiers or something? I mean,
I guess, I don't know. That's probably a cheap price point or something. Who knows?
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, but Oliver, Ollie's brother, and Nina were with us at the other hotel, the closer one, the one that we went to.
Okay.
So yeah, they were fine. Nina brought hella layers.
Oh, okay. Got it. Well prepared.
Yeah.
Okay. So where does this bring us now?
So that brings us to Kyoto, where the next morning we were on our way to Kyoto.
And let's see. Remind me where Kyoto is.
Further west.
West. Okay.
Yeah. Like halfway across the damn country.
Let's take a look at what we have here. We have a very comforting, familiar view as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. This is already when we got into Kyoto after the ryokan, or after the Shinkansen, sorry. I didn't take a picture. I just realized of the Shinkansen bento that Oli got me.
What a shame.
Which is really cool. Like, there are a bunch at the Shinkansen platforms in stations. They have a lot more, they have bentos and stuff, which is cool. Like, to just, because most Shinkansen rides are going to be long, so they offer that if you want to eat on the train. There's also, I forgot to I didn't send that picture. There's a promotional event going on with the Shinkansen and Capcom, the video game developers.
Yeah.
Where you do a quiz like on the Shinkansen, and if you get to a certain tier of correct answers, you can get prizes.
Okay.
Only for residents though. So, I mean, I did it just because it's interesting. But it gauges your speed. Like, you have to be going at the top speed on the Shinkansen to even be able to take the quiz. And it was all in Japanese, so translation was a little rough, but
yeah,
it's a cool thing. I didn't know they do like collabs like that.
See, that's what we're missing out.
Yeah, we need more cool stuff.
Okay.
But so this is in Kyoto after we'd already been after we've checked in. We were wandering around the hotel, seeing what was around. And this place caught a lot of people's attention, a lot of our friends' attention. Burger Revolution.
I can see why.
Yeah, I don't remember what this is.
I mean, it's a burger.
It's the Matsusaka beef, I guess, which is a little more. But they had two different beef options, one being like 2,000 yen more. I don't remember what it is, but Oli got that one.
So that's hers. It's not even okay.
No, this one's mine. Oli got the more expensive one because she wanted to try it.
Okay.
But I don't remember what that kind of beef was.
All right. Well, what can you tell us about related? But you're not sure what's on this burger.
I don't remember.
Okay. But what was your impression of it?
It was good. I think it had cream cheese.
Well, there you go.
I think that's what sold me on it.
How can you go wrong?
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of like whenever we get sushi, just try to find a Philly roll or something. There's cream cheese in there. It's like, boom, sold.
That's all I need to be convinced that I like it. I don't even have to taste it yet.
Yeah. Is this is it a big spot, large spot, or like, what are we talking about here?
No, it's like a hole in the wall kind of thing. It only had like maybe seating for 20 at most. Actually less than that, because it was 6 of us took about half of the restaurant. So it was a small spot that we just randomly found. And it wasn't that random, actually. The hotel had like a guide for the area, I guess, if you will, on the and this was one of the spots they highlighted. So they're like, all right, let's try burgers.
All right. Well, was it worth the visit, to put it that way?
Oh yeah, it was good.
Okay.
I liked it. And they had onion rings. I always get onion rings.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
It was very not beer battered, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it looks kind of a lighter fry.
Yeah, much lighter fry.
Okay. Nice.
More tempura-y.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. It's called Burger Revolution. That was the name of this one. Okay. We have here now this little guy, Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
Apparently, like a 20-minute walk from our hotel is like a giant like shopping area of Kyoto, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
where the Pokemon Center was. So we were just walking, wandering around, and we passed by the Pokemon Center. There was no line to get in, so we were like, all right, let's go. And it was nice. This got a lot of people like to spend. A lot of people spent a lot here,
Like
even though
money.
we weren't supposed to. Yeah, we weren't supposed to buy too much because it would be harder to travel back to Tokyo.
So what kind of things are we buying here?
Well, only bought like if you watch Pokemon Concierge,
Yes, I did.
they had a bunch of that merch. They had like stickers, hand towels, the T-shirt,
Ah,
a mug, the Bellsprout lamp,
amazing.
the Horsey watering can which
Yeah.
Oli picked up.
Oh man.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
they had a
enjoy
bunch of
that.
plushies.
Uh-huh.
Pokemon Concierge.
Yeah.
It was very cute. It was very cute.
For those not in the know, what is it? It's like this stop
Stop motion.
animation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not canon, right? We won't really consider it canon, but it doesn't even revolve around like any of the main characters. It's this
No,
it's whole other,
it's just a thing about a Pokemon resort, basically.
Yeah.
A resort for the Pokemon, and this lady who works there, who
Exactly.
quit her other job in order to work there because she was too stressed or whatever.
I thought she got fired, but okay. Yeah.
Was it fired? I don't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah,
yeah,
it's very cute, very relaxing.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, by the way, I would like more of those episodes. So
There's a season 2, isn't there? Like announced already?
Oh, did they? Okay.
I thought so. I could be wrong.
Well, they need to.
Email us if you know.
Email us highdopeandhungry.com if you know if they're going to start season 2. Oh, okay. Next one we got up here.
Yeah, so this is the next day. We went early in the morning to the Arashiyama Bamboo Forest because it's one of the big tourist attractions here in Kyoto. A lot of people head over here. So we went earlier in the morning. So this is like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe, and there's still already this many people here. But
wow,
it's pretty cool. You just walk through the bamboo, all this stuff around.
Is it free admission? I mean, you're just gonna walk, or is
it? Well, there's 2 ways to get there. The faster way is going through like I forgot the name of the temple, the big temple that's on the way there. If you go through their garden, which is a 500 yen fee. Which on its own, it was nice, which is the way we went. It had like some cool stuff in their garden as well. And then the exit from that place just pops you out right at the entrance of the bamboo forest.
Interesting. I have another view of that right here.
Yeah, another section of it is just so much bamboo.
These wires that are hanging across, those just like, what are those?
The electricity wires.
Okay.
Yeah, power lines. Yes.
Electricity over there.
Yes. Yeah.
Very advanced. Okay.
Oh yeah, electricity. It's a thing that's very new here.
How you have an idea of like how large this forest thing is?
It wasn't too big, honestly, but we didn't walk all of it. I think there might have been a section that we missed, but it was like a 15-20 minute walk from one end to the other.
Okay.
But it actually pops you out at a lot of like street food stalls, which is cool. Or I guess that would be the other entrance if we walked the long way around.
Yeah.
Would have taken us through that way. But we came out like right at 11:15, noonish. I don't know. So it was good lunch times. They had like shumai on a stick. They had a lot of squid, like the things on sticks, basically. They had the candied fruit.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a peanuts cafe there.
Okay. Was this one of the other places, or one of the other things?
Not too far from where that was. Maybe like 5-6 stores down. Was the Rilakuma Cafe. They had, obviously, it's like a takeaway kind of cafe. It's not a sit down place, but it's just Rilakuma themed. They have some cool stuff like merch to buy, exclusive stuff. But this is also something there. It's like milk flavored soft serve with Mont Blanc on top, and like a little cookie thing. But It's really cool.
You said
They have a
this
lot of
is
theme stuff.
this is like that it's more of soft serve than like ice cream. Okay.
Yeah.
Works for me. And how much
Yeah, it
does
was
that
the
go
only.
for?
That was maybe like 900 yen, if I remember correctly. So,
What is that?
like
I don't even know. The exchange rate right
$4.
now. Okay.
No, sorry, $6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay. All right.
Because I think right now the exchange rate is around 150. Or when we went, it was like 143 or whatever. But as we were there, the exchange rate actually became more favorable.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So 150 is about the baseline now, because it used to be like 6 years ago, 100 was the baseline. Where the easiest way to estimate how much that would be in dollars is just move the decimal point two places.
Yeah.
But now it's 150 is a bit easier, another easy baseline to do, because it's just 1.5, right? So,
Okay.
yeah.
Good to know.
This here is actually the next day. We went to Kiyomizu Temple. It's one of the big temples in the area. Featured in a lot of. I was excited for this one. Featured in a lot of like anime and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's like a lot of school trips happen here or whatever. Like for sports clubs, they go here for good luck, and they have this like there's a big old balcony that's really famous or whatever for I guess its views. So this is the entrance to that temple.
So remind me, what is the difference between a temple and a shrine?
A temple is the big ass area where there would be a shrine. Like a shrine is a smaller thing where, like for here, Kiyomizu Temple has its own shrine inside of it where, where they ring the bell, they offer their prayers.
Yeah.
And they do the offerings. That's the shrine itself. And the temple is what houses the shrine.
Good to know. I
If
bet
I'm wrong,
that
let us know.
If mine is wrong, please email us at hi.com and give us your thoughts on temples versus shrines. Okay. So it sounded like this was like this was a cool, like familiar scene IRL,
Kind of, yeah. Because like I've never been to Kyoto ever.
Okay. So you're saying this specifically like would have been featured in like various anime or
a lot of Japanese culture or pop culture.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because on the way here, there's a place. I guess it's called Ninenzaka and Sanenzaka, which is basically Second Street and Third Street ish. But it's where like that Starbucks is. That's has to be. The architecture has to match Kyoto's older style.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. So that was the big draw there. And there's just a bunch of stores. It's pretty cool. They have a lot of like, it's just, I don't know. There were a bunch of people that were trying to sell you stuff. There's like a lady there's a soap store where the people were just foaming their soap endlessly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know. It was kind of cool. I was kind of curious, but yeah, because this is the day Oli and I actually rented kimonos for this day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is just a view here of looking
from inside the temple. On the right side there is actually the balcony where the famous balcony that was renovated a few years back.
Okay.
The one that's like featured that as the landmark of the temple, I guess. Which honestly, when I was there, it was nice. It was big. I thought it was bigger. Honestly, I thought like it. I don't know. My wee best just it looked bigger in the manga and the anime. I don't know.
Right.
But it was still nice. Like it's also slanted down at the end. So Oli was a little freaked out to go to all the way to the rail where the railing was.
I see. Yeah. Oh man, that's pretty good.
But yeah, it was really cool though. It's still like, to be fair, we also went in winter when everything's like dead. But imagining seeing that in the spring or the fall when everything's when there are hella leaves on those trees, probably really cool.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, just relive that that whatever moment in the insert anime here,
Yeah, yeah. Slice of life, man. They're very important.
Slice of life, exactly. Speaking of kimono, it looks like we have something.
Yeah, this is one of the just walking around the area surrounding Kiyomizu. That's me in a kimono.
So you said you rented kimonos. That's something they do? They just do that?
It was like 5,000 for the guys. It's cheaper because for the girls they have more accessories, and also they do your hair. So it's a little more expensive for women.
Okay,
but it was about, I think my part was 5,000 yen.
Wow. So you got this. You got your get up here. What about the rest of them? Do they also rent kimonos? They just don't.
No, it was just me only.
Okay, but the others were with you. It's I feel like I'm not hearing from like the others in the group. It's just like they're just there, or they're just
basically. No, actually, Nina did it as well. I forgot. Like she didn't know that we were doing it, but or maybe she did, and was still on the fence. But on the day of, she was able to rent as well because we did a reservation ahead of time.
Yeah.
But if they have any available, they will still do it.
Okay.
The day of, which is nice.
Okay.
It was cold though. It's very
cold.
I
could tell. Yeah, you're bracing yourself. It's pretty cold.
Yeah. I actually made a mistake because I should have gone a size up because it was a little short on the legs. Because it said like I was at like the threshold for that height, but I didn't realize when they put it on you, they would pull the collar back and stuff to make it a little higher. So I should have gotten the taller one.
Wow.
Also, there were a couple guys there that were smart and had like undershirts and stuff and tights under theirs.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that at all.
Just go commando. Just go commando.
Okay, that's commando stuff.
See, that's feel the breeze.
Wait.
Oh.
I think the rules said you had to be wearing underwear.
Oh, I see. There are rules now. Okay.
Probably. I know that one of them was if there is a stain that they cannot remove.
Oh boy.
You have to pay extra.
I see. Well, I wonder, how much extra. Now, you're paying extra to what? To get it cleaned or to keep it?
No, you still got to return it.
Okay. It's the fee to incinerate it, I guess.
Maybe depending on the size of the stain. But it was really cool. It did take a while. Like for the guys, it wasn't too bad, but I guess the girls take longer to get ready, which is fair. And I guess they have more. So I was ready, but I was waiting for Oli for like an hour.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, which is fine. It was still cool.
And how long do you get to use this?
All day. I say all day, but they open at 9, I think, maybe 10.
Yeah.
And then you have to return it by 5:30.
Okay. All right.
So you could about 8 hours at most if you want to.
Right.
If you want to push it.
So how was it? Like, walking around and it
was cool. I realized I was fat. I mean, I knew that already, but because watching them dress the other guys in front of me, some of these Japanese folk were sticks.
Yeah.
Like a breeze would I could blow on them and they would fall.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Look,
let
me just say that. I mean, you were once as well.
No, not like that. Definitely not like that. I know. I used to be 120. That dude was my height and looked like he was 90 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
Okay.
But also, it could be an outlier for that guy. But the other, either way, like they were much skinnier, and I felt so bad for the lady who had to dress me. She just had to deal with my fatness.
You have to take like more steps around or whatever, to praise yourself,
Because like one of the kids who was walking, like they were able to make it so tight, he had to do the penguin step thing. Like he could only take tiny steps.
Yeah.
That's how skinny he was.
Oh man.
They could tighten it around him that many times.
And then walking around in the what is the name for like the footwear?
I think those are just regular sandals. Because Geta are different. Those are the tall ones.
Yes. Yeah.
Which they didn't offer. Thank God.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sure they don't want anyone dying.
No, of course.
These foreigners who don't know how to walk.
So did you feel you were able to move around? Okay.
Oh yeah, I was fine. They couldn't tighten it that much. Hell no. That's how I knew I was fat.
It's only so much elastic or whatever they could.
Yeah. But it was fun though. I would do it again. It's nice walking around like in the kimonos.
Nice. Okay. So is that something that, people should try?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not just there. A lot of places in like even in that section alone, there were like 4 or 5 different kimono rental spots we walked past just to get to the temple. And even the day prior in Arashiyama, there's a bunch of places that were offering kimono rentals. And even in I guess in a lot of temple areas, because where we were staying in Tokyo, the following afterwards, there were kimono rental places as well, because we were near that big temple in Asakusa.
So are these kimono rentals common in these temple areas?
I think so. I think so. Like at least for sure in Kyoto, there are so many that we passed by.
Interesting.
And we see a lot. They're all really busy. Like we saw a lot of people walking around in kimonos, which is really cool.
Good. So you spent a day there, right?
At the temple, yeah.
Yes. And then what about the area of like Kyoto in general? Like,
what do you mean?
How long?
Oh, how long were we in Kyoto? I think 4 days. Hold on, let me check.
Wow.
Might have been 3.5. Kyoto, we did 2.5 hours. Sorry, it was 2 days in Kyoto.
Okay.
So it wasn't 2 full days. It was definitely need to go again, because there was another temple we didn't get to visit that I wanted to visit. It was the one that has like 1,000 torii gates. Those red gates that you go through when you go to the temple.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that one we didn't get to
visit.
That's
the very Instagrammable,
Yeah, definitely.
There. Yeah. What do you call it again? The torii gate?
It's torii gates.
Okay.
Yeah, that temple specifically is not Arashiyama. It's Inari Fushimi, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get to visit that one, sadly.
Okay.
But next time.
Exactly. Hey everyone, Angelo here. We're off to a strong and tasty start. Don't worry, there'll be more to come with Mychow in Japan. But for now, we've come to the end of another episode. Where did the time go? Thank you, our few and only fans, for joining us. We're excited to bring you more of our adventures with good food and good people. Reach out. We're here on Instagram. I'm at Dumb and Hungry. He's at my_chow. Won't you just slide right in? You can also email us at hi@dumbandhungry.com, where you can leave us your feedback and your love letters. You can find the videos here on YouTube. Won't you like, subscribe, and smash? You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever else fine podcasts are served. But until next time, I'm Angelo, the Dumb and Hungry.
I'm Mychow.
And on your next food adventure, remember to try one of each.